next day now, it's like 3 o'clock-ish. Not too sure, but we'll get the suntan cream on straight away because it's another scorcher. Absolute scorcher today. It's hot inside the boat. Yeah. Oh, I haven't shut the hatch. Yeah, I thought I'll do it in a minute. I'll go down the gunner. Huh? I'll go down the gunner and do it. We've only had 3 boats today. Which is a lot quieter than it was. It's too hot for people to move about. Yeah, that's what I think it is. Because we found this with going down the Thames when it was 40 degrees. It was very quiet. And that was July, which when it should be really people busy. Shade out, don't they? Mm. But we're only going to go 3 miles and 3 locks today. Up to Guilford. More up there, and we'll meet Mum, Nan and Grandad there tomorrow. Then we'll head to the end and back to there. Looking at that purple loosestrife behind us, isn't that lovely? Mm. Beautiful plant. Summer flowers though. Yeah, purple loosestrife coming out. Rose bay willow herb. Lovely. All the spring flowers are gone now. Is that how quick the seasons go? When you miss it. Swim in this. Cool down, but I don't know why I didn't, but yeah, because you've got a little beach you can go down in on here. I haven't done it in so long, I'm just a bit nervous about it, I suppose. That and it's, you know, I get all wet and soaked. Oh, I'll cool you down, maybe you can do it when we get to our new spot. Well, I don't think it's as nice there, I think it might be on a canal section. Great. Yeah. So we leave a beautiful spot like this to a canal section. Yeah, this is why I didn't go all the way to yesterday. Alright, let's do it.
So this is the map of the UK canal network. Everything in red is what we've cruised before. Now we're here down on the most southern waterway in the UK, the River Wey. A nice little village called Send, about halfway along the navigation. Today we'll be setting off from a beautiful mooring in the meadow section, heading for Triggs Lock right away, where we go through that and through a stunning section of river, and has some really tight bends that are quite silted up, so cutting the corners may be a problem. At that point we'll reach the next lock, Bowers Lock, then up for another short section through a meadow, Then on to the last lock, Stoke Lock. Shortly after that we reach Stoke Bridge, where we're more up for the night and wait for Mum and Nan and Grandad to arrive tomorrow. The cruise will be about 3.5 miles and 3 locks. Let's do it. So this is Triggs Lock here, and archaeological assessments in 1996 found evidence that the lock was originally built from timber and turf sides, which was common use for early English lock pounds. And we've seen these on the Kennet and Avon Canal, and there's a couple left still at Monkey Marsh, and the other one I can't remember the name of. But essentially they'd be like marsh locks, and the sides of them wouldn't be hard, chamber walls made out of brick. They'd be turf, and I think this was to allow more water through and to make a cheaper building cost. It was rebuilt in 1770 though, with 45,000 bricks. That's how many bricks goes into a lock chamber. Now think about how many bricks goes into a massive tunnel like, Hare Castle. The name of the lock comes from a family within the area in the 1670s, and some of the family actually worked on the navigation, which is where it probably got its name from. And of course now when the navigation was restored, the locks were actually built in a more stable and stronger concrete.
Lily pads. Stop them flooding fields.
This is an extremely attractive part of the River Wey, isn't it? But it does actually get nicer the further you go up. Which is kind of sad because we never actually made it all the way to the end last time, but in a way it's a good thing because it's much nicer experiencing this river in the summer than it was when we experienced it in the winter when we were last on here. It's just an absolutely stunning waterway and definitely deserves to be done.
The cricket couldn't pop away and then it devoured its prey. The cricket couldn't pop away and then it devoured its prey.
And here's that fateful corner that we got stuck on. Veteran viewers remember 3.5 years ago when we got stuck on this all the way back in vlog 8. And I told Dad to stick to the middle, but he didn't listen. And so we got stuck again, but not as bad as last time. Oh dear. I know what this video is going to be called. Grounded on the River Wey. I'll have to get my wellies on and go in. Oh dear. Yes! This part of the river is extremely bendy. The bend is part in fact. Now we've got to do a U-bend, which is even tighter than the last bend. But thankfully Dad did stick away from the side this time, although you do head directly for a weir. But with a little bit of reverse and manoeuvring, you can get around easy enough. Now this is the lock landing, but where's the lock? Well, there it is. It's at a 90-degree bend from the lock landing. This lock then takes you up into a cutting. God knows why it was made at this angle. This is quite a challenging manoeuvre in a 70-foot boat with no bow thrusters, but this is a manoeuvre that Dad did like a boss.
Yeah, there you are. It's quite simple really once you get used to it.
That's the old Bowers Mill there, which is now of course not a mill, but most locks along the way had a mill accompanying them. Wow, look at this ancient oak tree which has been held together by an iron ring, likely put there 100 odd years ago, but this tree here probably outdates the actual navigation itself. No, that is not an ABC boat. At first I thought it was. Well, it used to be, but it's now a private boat. Now, you probably could see an ABC boat down here, but they would have to be on a very, very long holiday.
And then you stick them in the freezer whenever you like. The tree's older. What have they done with the wood? Where have they taken it? Is what I'm... Under the sofa actually.
This is Stoke Lock, and Stoke Lock has a deep history, as this lock was originally built in 1618 to 1619. That makes it the oldest lock in Surrey and could possibly be the oldest lock in the UK, which is an extremely impressive title. And to think we can still navigate it today, 405 years later, is just a crazy thought. But at that point, it wasn't used for navigation. It was actually used to provide extracting water control to allow flooding as part of Sir Richard Weston's innovative agricultural improvements. This flowing river technique enabled the meadows to produce higher yields of hay by maintaining the ground temperature during the frosts, producing a double yield harvest. A scheme which became widely adopted throughout the country overcame the problems faced by farmers who struggled to feed their animals during the winter. But the current lock, made for navigation, was originally opened in 1653, so this is not the original structure.
They can park there on this road here, you see. Then they have to go across this bridge down to the towpath. I'm hoping we can tuck in back there because that's the weir channel down there. That's for the washing, so I've got to go and get the washing. What? I don't know. Hey, I'm just saying. You knew I was going to got this job to do. He wants to paint the back deck today. It's not that I want to, I've got to do it. We want pizzas to, but you can't have the oven on. It's too hot. The Argo is like, sometimes it's hotter than the bloody Morse screw, isn't it? Yeah. It's in the centre as well. To be honest, you could just put that on low and it will heat the whole boat. But yeah, you can't use it in this heat. It's ridiculous. Which we're going to have to tomorrow because Mum wants us to do a pie for Grandad. Might have to do that on the barbecue. Yeah, a pie on the barbecue, that would be something different. But it would be absolutely perfect if we just could bore up at the pub there when we get back and treat them to a meal, but I don't think that'll pass the authorisation of Mum. Because money's very tight at the moment. It's always tight. Yeah. Money's always tight. Yeah, I haven't talked to her, but I've got the beef on her. Yeah. So what we're going to do is we're going to, Nan and Grandad and Mum can park over there, and what we'll do is, instead of Nan, because Nan's quite fragile, we don't want to cross on the road and have to climb over the plank, I think me and Dad take a photo over there in the morning, because we could more over there now, but you don't. Well, sorry about the beeping. Idiots. It's rush hour. Get a life. But yeah, we don't want to really more outside of the pub with loads of people, so it'll get busier this evening. But yeah, we go over in the morning when the pub isn't even open, and then pick them up, head down to Godium, head back 6 miles, 4 knots, and 6 miles back and 4 knots back, and then drop them off probably. Actually no, we have to probably more up here again, because we need to stop and have dinner. But if we could have dinner in the pub, what would we do? Oh. Anyway, it's been a lovely cruise again. Yeah. The weather's a bit hot for it, to be honest with you. Too hot, really. Yeah, but we're moored just down like a little weir arm here, so we're out of the way. Can't let the cats out because we're next to the main road here. But it's probably too hot for the cats anyway, to be honest with you. Road's right there, and there's bikes and people, and yeah, it's not a sort of place you want to let cats out. Yeah, because we're in Guilford, yeah. But this is as far as we got last time, so next time it will be new to us, and we'll finally be doing the last 6 miles of the River Wey. So join us tomorrow. Bye-bye.